morning.
Practice with Mike Shaw.
Yes.
Is this our side?
Yeah.
Across from our respective benches.
Yeah, I think that's typically. The audio is going to suck. The Regis feed is going to be amazing.
Good morning, Valor hockey fans. Welcome once again to the Carlston Arena within the Northern Colorado YMCA here in beautiful Lafayette, Colorado, where this morning's semifinal matchup in the Andy Finney Memorial Tournament has your Valor Christian Eagles facing the Regis Raiders. Local South Denver rivalry schools. Always a good game. The cards fell out for this matchup in a tie break between Valor Christian and the Littleton Hawks Hockey Association's U16 AA team. Valor coming out on top with the number 1 seed, playing Regis, the number 2 seed, in the opposite pool. After this game, there will be a match between Littleton Hawks and the Lafayette Locomotives, the local host team. And the winners of each of these will proceed to a championship game at 2:30 this afternoon. So looking forward to hopefully a second game today. We've had 2 early games in a row, so hopefully the boys are getting used to waking up and playing hockey at 8 a.m. If you've joined this audio stream and you are seeing somebody besides Bradley Scott and Tom Gunnarsson, or hearing someone besides Bradley Scott and Tom Gunnarsson, there are 2 feeds going on the YouTube channel. One for Regis, one for Valor. If you are hearing Regis announcers, you are watching the incorrect channel, or vice versa. If you want to hear the Regis announcers, you want to switch feeds. So Valor did manage to start that off with the first shot of the game, and stopped in the net. I believe Valor's goaltender this morning, or Regis's goaltender this morning, is Mark Bouchard. Cucarola tries to get it up to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson goes to dump it in deep. It gets picked off. Valor resets in their zone. Nice pass attempt from Ethan Jordan up to Cucarola. Valor keeping it out of the zone. Turned over just inside the zone, and Coltalis coming with a head of steam. We've got a 1-on-4. He takes the shot, and that will be held on to.
Well, let's hope Regis continues their forechecking that they used very effectively this tournament, and keep Regis off balance.
They broke that pressure up quick coming in the zone there, so hopefully we'll keep seeing that, Tom. And that puck goes up and out of play. Valor wraps it around, kept in on the boards by Elijah Fisher. Doesn't get through. Puck kept in just the blue line by Lucas Scott. No, it came out. They waved that, called that offsides, but it was delayed, so they did. First shot of the morning comes from outside in the circle. Gets past Ryan Havikos for the first goal of the game by the Regis Raiders. Lucas Scott and Elijah Fisher both giving the back check there. Doesn't get there. The shot gets off.
Yeah, Regis came in with some speed and just beat Quinton to the puck. Got a quick shot off, I think beat Ryan on the short side.
So Regis tries to get the puck in the zone again. Stopped by Quentin LeBet. Puck across to Jackson King. Jackson King looking for help. Just chips it up the boards and into the zone. No icing. Battle on the boards over there, kept in, going to be picked up by Thomas Palmieri. Comes back to the point to Elijah Fisher, who walks and takes a shot, and the goaltender hangs on to it. Had Jackson King, who stepped down in deep and was standing on the goaltender's crease, hoping for a rebound off that shot.
Just like yesterday, Regis is pretty short. They've got 2 defensive lines and 2 offensive lines, so they're going to be busy today.
Valor has the short bench again. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Regis has a bench full of players over there.
20.
So that is, it's been tough for Valor playing this weekend. Some boys out of town, and playing with the short bench. Puck's behind Regis net, and pass attempt by Regis. It was considered tipped by the referee, so there won't be icing on that. Nice up off the boards by Cole Callis there to Quentin Cucarola. Battle at the blue line. Callis gets it out. Callis steps up, tries to take it off the puck, and they get it up towards the net. Ethan Jordan picks it up, skates around over to Gunnarsson, who chips it out. Picked up by Regis. Back in, picked up by Cole Campbell, who bumps into the referee. Over to Ethan Jordan. Jordan trying to hit Gunnarsson. Intercepted by Regis to tip it up high. Gunnarsson finds it, bangs it down in low. Gives chase. Gunnarsson tries to send it to the slot. Nobody had broken in yet. Ethan Jordan at the blue line. Loses it, picks it up, gets a shot off, and it's caught in the glove by Mark Bouchard. Gunnarsson doing a nice job hanging out in the paint there to wait for a rebound off that shot.
That was a good
but the
forecheck.
goalie gloves it down and hangs on.
That was a good forecheck by Valor and created a scoring opportunity, but they need to get the puck low on the goalie and get some rebound opportunities.
Shot.
Yes.
Picked up by Lucas Scott, who will sends it over to Quentin Labette. Labette's going to take it in deep, chips it around Regis player. Got Pleedy, Scott, and Harrison on the forwards. Labette and Fisher on the defensive pairing. Fisher's going to step in and pick that up as it comes around the dasher. Behind the net, Regis gets it. It's got pressure by Pleedy. Toss it up out to Labette, who gets a shot. Rebound. The Valor player, Lucas Scott, gets a shot at the net, but it doesn't go in. Elijah Fisher from the point comes off the pad of the goaltender. Labette sends it out front. There we go. And that should be a goal by A.J. Harris, but apparently not. The official has his hands in the air that it was saved. There was some good pressure there, rebounds. Yep, that was kept from going in by the goaltender right at the red line there.
Yeah, that was a close call by A.J. I thought he had that one.
We had some good pressure going on there, some good rebound activity.
Good pressure by Lucas.
I thought A.J. Harris had gotten that one in from the side. Puck kept in by Ethan Jordan at the blue line. Picked up by Palmieri. Palmieri sends it in deep.
Yeah, Valor continues
Coltalis.
the forecheck.
Valor can keep this intensity up on this forecheck. Things might start going our way. Tallis and Jackson King getting great pressure down there. Jackson King sends it in, and Coltalis gives chase.
Looks like Jackson
King's playing forward this morning.
Oh, that's a high stick.
Is this going to be a penalty on Regis?
Yes, sir. It's high sticking for at least 2 minutes.
Caught Coltalis there.
Up high.
Took him down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cole's okay.
I think he got him across the throat with that one. But so Valor will get their first power play attempt of the game. With 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the period. Lucas Sikas will go to the box for 2 minutes for Regis. And the high stick on Coltalis. Connor Pleedy taking the draw between Lucas Scott and A.J. Harris. With Elijah Fisher and Quentin Labette on the defensive pairing. Labette slides it over to Fisher, who takes a shot. Goes wide of the net. Fisher steps around his attacker. Speeds it across the slot to Scott. Can't get on it. Scott battles behind the net, slides it back over to Fisher. Pleedy drops into his defensive point. And Regis will clear it at the length of the ice.
That was a good play out front, but no one was there.
Regis giving a great chase. Picked up by Lucas Scott. Loses the handle on it behind the net. Picked up by Quentin Labette. He misses his pass to A.J. Harris and banged back the other way by Regis.
1 minute left.
Regis forechecking hard on these. Their man who's you always want to have at least one pressuring on your shorthanded situation. They're doing a great job on that. Labette picks up the puck, finds Pleedy, misses the pass, and that's going to be icing called on Valor. That was one of those with the right intent, just missed. Those go the full length for an icing call. So the face-off will be down in the Valor end, just off to the left of Ryan Haverkost.
They're a little disoriented there on that power play. Didn't really have a chance to possess the puck very long.
Nice breakout happening by Valor here. Quentin Cucurella takes it in. Circles looking for help. Sends it out to the point to Ethan Jordan. Ethan Jordan across to Cole Campbell. Cole Campbell's going to shoot low. Looking for a deflection down there. Ethan Jordan keeps it at the point, bangs it in low. Gunnarsson battling with the Regis player nicely in front of the net. Trying to battle for position. And that hard pass out to the point goes off the foot of Ethan Jordan and out of the zone. So we'll reset. Tallis sends it to Cucurella. Cucurella steps in looking for help. Sends it back to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson shoots towards the net. Hits a bunch of bodies. Cucurella working well behind the net. Trying to get to that puck. Sends it around to Cole Tallis. Tallis steps around one player. Steps around the second. And gets picked off the puck with the shot. Valor tries to get it back to the blue line that comes up and out of the zone.
Penalties
They're
over.
gonna break in. You got Ethan Jordan breaking in
Even
hard.
strength.
Picked up by Cole Tallis. Tallis and Jordan in a physical battle on the boards over here. Picked up by Cole Campbell. He's got pressure by a Regis player. we are back to full strength with 7 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. Cole Campbell trips it around. Picked up by a Regis player. Turned back over. Ethan Jordan sends it up to Cole Tallis. To Jackson King. I see the 5, and I'm not used to 45 being on the forward end of this ice.
Yeah, it's a little out-of-body experience there.
He just sets up the breakup. Paliti giving chase. Forces the man to the outside, who chips it in. Puck picked up behind the net by Ethan Jordan, who's got speed. He gets the puck knocked off his stick. Regis gets a shot on net. Jackson King's going to send it up and over to Palmieri, who tips it in the zone. Comes back up and out by a Regis player. Cole Campbell at Connor Paliti. Paliti breaking in. He's going to take a shot. Had a good screen to try and work around. Banged in deep by Connor Paliti. Going to be picked up by Jackson King behind the net. He shovels it around, trying to get it out to the point. Quentin Lafayette steps in. Puck picked up by Regis. They missed their pass. Picked up by Elijah Fisher at the point. He tries to shovel it in, and the puck comes out in the neutral zone. Puck sent across to Quentin Lafayette. Battles to a Regis player and loses the puck.
A little collision at center ice there. Could have been
Great work.
bad for Valor there.
Great work by Jackson
Go
King
Fisher.
to stand the man up coming in. Elijah Fisher works his way around one player. He's trying to get in, looking for some help. He loses his handle on it, but Coltala steps in. Fisher gets in deep on the goalie with a little backhand attempt, puts it right against the pads. Ethan Jordan walks in, decides not to shoot, but makes the pass.
Love those aggressive defense.
Great hustle by the Valor players to pick that puck up before it got out of the zone. Palmieri sends it to the slot, nobody home, and Regis in trying to settle things down and send it to full length of the ice for icing with 5 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the first period.
That's really good pressure by Valor there, and Elijah Fisher was really the lead instigator in that instance.
He was driving a hard forecheck as a defenseman there.
He was.
And you can apply pressure to make the defensive team ice the puck to get themselves relieved is always a good thing. Puck bouncing around at the blue line. Regis works it through, sends it in deep, and goes to work. Valor players get in there. Cole Tallis gets it up to A.J. Harris. A.J. gets across the red line, sends it in deep so they can go to work. A.J. goes in for the puck. Shot taken by Scott. That was by Cole Campbell, actually. I don't know if he hit a player or the goaltender. We're getting an elbowing call against number 21, A.J. Harris, I believe that is. In behind the net there when he went in on that player, I think because the player didn't have puck, he just got up a little high on the guy and got a 2-minute minor for elbowing with 4 minutes and 51 seconds remaining in the period.
I didn't see it, Bradley, but referees got a better view of it than we did.
I didn't see him put his hand up. I saw kind of the incident, but I didn't see a hand go up, so I thought it was all clear.
Yeah.
Those delayed penalties, you sometimes don't realize it.
Right.
So we're just trying to set things up here, and they get a shot through a lot of traffic, and it hits Ryan Habakas. We've got a breakaway by Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson coming in with speed, takes a shot. Mark Bouchard hangs onto that puck and drops it off for one of his players to keep things moving on this power play. Glove save made against Gunnarsson on that shot. He had good speed, got a good shot. Shot from outside on Ryan Habakas goes high over the net. Valor getting a line change as they got that clear on that one.
$1:10 left in the penalty.
Lucas Scott sends that puck the length of the ice. And Valor sets up. We got pressure won by Cole Tallis on this shorthanded situation. He rides his player in, taken off the puck by Cole Tallis and Ethan Jordan. And that puck gets sent the length of the ice. Lucas Scott gives the pressure one. He's going to get to that puck before the Regis player.
Good hustle by Lucas there.
Regis still comes up with the puck. Comes down the length of the ice. Ethan Jordan rubs the man off the puck. They try a clearing attempt and it doesn't get out. Great save by Ryan Habakas on that shot from the point. And Regis still has control of the puck in the zone. Slides it across. Shot taken right
30
of the net.
seconds left.
And that'll get banged hard by Ethan Jordan. Does not get out of the zone. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty kill. Regis hits their own player in the skate. Lucas Scott tries to get it out, hits the player, and that time on the second attempt gets it down. That should help burn off this penalty kill. We got 7 seconds remaining as Regis picks the puck up behind their net. AJ Harris getting ready to step out of the box and into play. Regis brings the puck in wide, shot from out high. That one either hit Cole Campbell or the goaltender.
It hit Cole right in the back.
Regis goes for a wraparound to no avail. They work the puck around down deep. Cole Campbell gets a hold of it and does get it out. Regis player unable to handle it at the line. He goes for a D-to-D pass and misses. Connor Brady goes in on great pressure. They keep it in. Valor keeps it in. Now it comes out in the neutral zone. Elijah Fisher's going to pick it up, circle around behind the net. He's got pressure from the Regis player, but with his speed, he gets around. And he takes a full ice. Nope, they waved that off. I thought that was going to be icing. It looked like a full ice shot, but it missed the net, and the referee waved it off. So
2 minutes left in this first period, Brad.
Lafayette goes behind the net. Puck taken by a Regis player. Now it's picked up by Valor. Lafayette has it, sends it up to Jackson King. Jackson King works it forward. In a battle on the boards over here. Nice step up by Elijah Fisher to break up that pass. He gets it up to King. King looking for Harris, who's got speed. Gets it behind him. Puck comes in the neutral zone, picked up by Elijah Fisher, who's able to send it in deep into the corner. Jackson King and Cortalis go to work. That puck
like to see
up on the
Valor do
boards
something
by
here.
Thomas Palmieri. He
Right
sends
here.
it to the center.
Right here.
And Jackson King gets a goal as a forward with a little pass in from Thomas Palmieri there. It took Jackson a second to find it at his feet, but he does and slides it underneath the pad.
Right in the 5-hole.
Goes 5-hole on Mark Bouchard.
That's awesome.
Jackson probably gets a lot of practice on that against his brother Noah King, who's a goaltender for Valor.
A little set up by a good forecheck by
That
Valor.
worked out well.
Right in the lap.
So with 1 minute and 21 seconds remaining in the game, Tom, we've got a 1-1 tie.
Now it's getting interesting.
We got Cortalis
The
taking the
pressure's-
draw between Gunnarsson and Lucas Scott.
Going to pay off here, I think. Ryan coming out of the net, playing that puck. Pretty aggressive.
Lucas Scott
Lucas
steps
Scott
into the
just
play,
sweeps it
bangs
away.
the puck away. He's got 2 play.
Nice play.
He's going to get called for a check on that one.
Probably an interference. Oh, a little extra. I think.
Now that boy's going to go maybe for his retaliation.
Should.
So we'll see what happens there.
I don't see him coming to the box. Is that interference, you think?
Yeah, it might be. I'm not sure how that works when players got angle on the puck and you step into him like that, and then you step in trying to get through. But looks like Lucas Scott is sitting in the box for 2 minutes for interference.
Yes, sir. Interference. He was. No one was at the puck yet, and he tried to take him off. Rightly so, but a little early, I think.
You just got in those situations, step back and say, I'm going to get beat, so I'll just wait and try and take the puck away as opposed to trying to take the guy off.
Right.
There was a aggressive play by A.J. Harris out at the point there. Kind of scared me for a second that he was going to get the same call because the puck wasn't there and he ran through the guy.
Right.
And Regis setting up behind the net.
Valor
looking
needs
for
to
help.
keep their cool here.
We got to stay out of the box. It cost us in our last matchup against Regis.
Absolutely.
There were too many penalties.
We lost track. There's so many.
Regis taking their timeout high.
Yep. 25 seconds left. Nice kick
Ryan
save.
Havikas makes a great pad save on that shot from the point. That puck, the lady attempted to clear it up and out of play. We can send the puck to full length without it being an icing from here, and Ryan Havikas will just hang on to that one.
Little scrum in front of the net, but no harm, no foul right there.
As you can see, some of this comes down from people just tapping people on the shoulder or saying things, and then they get all testy.
Ref either shoot him to the bench, or there may be a a call after the whistle. Let's see. Nope, no call at all. But I think the ref's warning the benches right now.
I have a feeling when these two play down south, the refs know the rivalry. These refs may not know this situation up here.
No.
I think they ref by districts.
Right.
And that brings us to the close of the period. When we return, there'll still be 59 seconds remaining on the Lucas Scott penalty as we start the second period. Score is still 1-1. If Valor can hold their forechecking pressure up, they will have a chance even with this short bench. As Tom mentioned earlier, Regis brought the maximum 18 skaters and 2 goalies to the matchup this morning. I believe Valor is running 12 skaters.
I believe so.
And 2 goalies.
Yep.
I remember in the little kid leagues, Tom, the goalies that also knew how to skate would play out in situations like this.
That's right. That's exactly right. They lace it up
to help fill that shortness on the front end there, right?
That's right. Exactly. Any warm body will make a difference.
So as we see this morning, a change from yesterday was sliding Jackson King up from defense to forward. So I think the coaches are rolling 5 defensemen so that they can have an extra forward up there.
Yeah, it's difficult when your lines don't match up, and you've got to, make sure that everyone gets playing time and put out the right skater at the right time. So Valor's going to be on the penalty kill when we come out of this break, and they've done a good job this weekend. They have not let a lot of power play goals in, and they've done a really good job on the PK, so I hope that continues here.
So far the penalty situation is 2 against Valor, 1 against Regis, so hopefully we can get some balance to that, not have a bleeding. Regis getting ready to break in on the power play here. Got Lafayette and Fisher on
great
the
play by
defense.
Tallis. He's got a breakaway.
Hopefully he's got the angle and the speed. Oh, he's hooked up, and that will negate the power play for Regis. And Valor will end up with a 1:22 power play after the 4-on-4 for 38 seconds.
Yeah, that was all set up by Cole's hustle in his own zone. Poke checked a player and just had a clean shot to the goalie. I really think Regis had to hook him to prevent a goal.
Beautiful to force that turnover. It was either let your goalie face him 1-on-1 or take a penalty there, right?
Yep. And now it's 4-on-4 for the next 38 seconds.
Cole Tallis takes the draw with A.J. Harris, and that's going to be an ice as Cole Campbell beats the race to the puck.
Good call, Bradley. That's right, 4-on-4. That's automatic icing, even though they're on a penalty.
I think it takes the players sometimes a mishap like that to realize that, oh yeah, we're not on a penalty kill.
That's right. That's right. It's all even out there.
So 31 seconds now remaining. It took 7 seconds off the clock as they had that icing situation. And the nice little backhand. Cole Campbell over to the net. Tallis gets a second attempt on it. Great hustle by Cole Tallis to get back and keep that Regis player from picking that puck up. Battle on the boards over there. Ethan Jordan's got to quit hitting like that. As you can hear all the Regis fans in the building calling for a penalty on that.
It's a little extracurricular there.
Yeah. So okay, Ethan Jordan steps over, forces the man outside, which is exactly what you got to do when they're breaking in. And the puck's dislodged when Cole Campbell loses an edge. Falls on his rear end and slides into the goalpost to knock
on
it
that
off.
Power play now.
So that was just enough time to kill off the Lucas Scott penalty and take this to 5-on-5 hockey. Or 5-on-4, excuse me, yeah. Power play, as Tom said.
We got 1:15 left. Let's see what they can do.
Quentin Lafayette battling behind the puck, trying to get it. Counter play, he steps in and picks it up, hands it back off to Lafayette. Lafayette looking for a pass. He sees one opportunity, gets shut off, so he takes it to the red line, takes it in. That looked like a big hit, but it was more of a collision with a really big body. pass out to the point. Gets past Fisher and comes out in the neutral zone. Cucarola and tosses it in, tries to dance around his player, loses an edge. Got Gunnarsson, and that was a Valor player hooked down or tripped, tripped by a Regis player.
Yep, that was a good hustle by Pilati, and Regis got a little, you know, they weren't moving their feet and reached out and pulled him down.
Connor Pilati hustling hard down there, keeping his feet moving, and that'll frustrate a player and have them get their stick in on you, and took him down. So Pilati gets tripped, and Regis player has 2 in the box, so we have a 5-on-3 for 28 seconds.
Valor's got their #1 line out there, and so that's a good opportunity here.
Then we'll still have a 5-on-4 for a minute and a half, so hopefully Valor can
Get a quick one
up
right
here.
now. Yep. Good fight
Regis
here.
doing
Their job of the rope-a-dope.
Cole Campbell trying to skate around his attacker, but doesn't get there. Pass across the slot. Lucas Scott gets it back out to Campbell. Campbell's going to walk in. Takes a shot. Bouchard makes the stop. It's laying
Loose.
in front. Nobody knows where the puck is. We need a shot right here. And Bouchard's going to make a glove save and slow that down as Cole Tallis goes to the bench, doubled over. Maybe he took an elbow or something to the stomach in that scrum in front of the net.
It looks like he definitely.
Yeah, what happened right there? This is where he doubled over. I think number 5 gave him a shot to the stomach or something there in front of the net.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
So that's what I think happened there, Tom. They were all scrummed up there.
Right.
Intentional or not, it looks like he got a shot from number 5 to the belly.
All right, 1.5 left in this power play for Valor. They got to make the most of it here. And Lucas Scott comes down and he's up to Pilati.
Pilati comes in, takes a shot from the right. Goaltender kicks it away. Banged in deep. Pilati gives chase. Pilati and Fisher down behind the net. Fisher's going to see A.J. Harris and sends it a little wide of A.J. to be able to get it. So it's picked up by Cole Campbell. Cole setting up, looking for a player. Gets it to Pilati in the center ice. Pilati sends it up to Scott. Scott takes it in, turns around, tries to dish it off to Harris. He's going to pick it up. He's going to skate around. He's going to take a shot. And that puck is glove saved by Marc Bouchard.
He's got a good glove, and Valor's got to pick that up and probably go stick side.
Tidbit of knowledge there. Lucas Scott, the shooter, and Marc Bouchard, the goalie, are neighbors. Going to the rival schools and playing hockey against each other for the first time in high school. They never got to play against each other in the club.
41 seconds left in this power play.
Puck wraps around. Jordan tries to keep it in. Can't get a reach on it. This clock comes down to 30 seconds on the power play. Regis wins that battle of the puck behind the net, but turns it over for Pilati to pick up. Pilati's going to send it across to Jackson King, who's going to get it up to Quentin Cucarola. Thomas Palmieri keeps it in after Regis got a hold of it. We've got Cucarola battling for the puck over there. It comes around out to Ethan Jordan again, who's going to bang it deep and hits it off the shin guards of a Regis player. So as the clock winds down on the power play, Regis holds Valor scoreless through a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4. Lady's going to take his man out to the outside, drives him to the corner with the puck. Regis still has control of the puck, but now it's going to be picked up by Quentin Cucarola. Cucarola skates it down in deep, makes a turn looking to get out, tries to feed it through the traffic, and Havakost able to make a pad save on that. Cucarola tried to make a pass across and it got slowed down and picked up.
Regis kind of is dominating right now, and Valor's kind of watching.
We're back on our heels at the moment. Cole Campbell does a nice job. There we go. That puck kind of bounced into Ryan, who covers it and brings some settling to that. Smart play by the goaltender to stop the pressure and allow the team to settle, make a line change. The line was kind of on their heels a little bit in that, so yeah, change things up and try again.
All right, let's see what we can do. Harris, Gunnarsson, and looks like Lucas Scott
taking the draw. Elijah Fisher tries to get it out. Gets stopped at the blue line. Great pass across by Regis, and player didn't see it. That puck gets chipped up and out, and Cole Campbell's got it. That's A.J. Harris. He's got Lucas Scott coming in. Oh, Scott has the stick down for the redirect, and it doesn't. Oh, shot by Elijah Fisher from the point, hits the Regis player up high and allows them to get it out of the zone.
Good play by Fisher there.
Fisher redeems himself by working hard and battling for that puck. Now we got Gunnarsson, who gets the puck chipped around. He's going to come in hard. He takes a shot from a wide angle. The puck goes right out in the juicy spot. A couple more steps by Scott to have been there, and that would have been a great rebound opportunity. Puck came straight out into a wide open slot. It's one of those where you could wait one more second to shoot, but then you get too deep because of the speed. A.J. Harris picks it up behind the net, sends it around to Ethan Jordan. Ethan Jordan chips it up and out of play into the neutral zone, where Gunnarsson tries to pick it up, bangs it over to the boards, and chips it over to the boards, and it's picked up by Connor Pleedy. Pleedy chips it up in the air into the zone. And are they calling a too many men penalty on Valor on that change? That go up. That must have hit somebody on the bench.
That's what happened. Yeah, I think it's just center ice here.
So that's why they're bringing it to center ice. It was once the puck went into the zone, it hit a Valor player on the bench, and so they bring it to center ice.
Good pressure by Valor that last shift.
Regis.
They had a good chance there. So if they could keep that rhythm up.
Good pass attempt by Cole Campbell up. That won't be icing. Doesn't make the length of the ice. They're going to call a trip on Quentin Cucarola on that.
Just Quentin was trying to hustle and forecheck there. Yeah, he swiped his skates and player fell over.
I don't know. We got a replay on that one. It looked like he was kind of reaching in for the puck, and it was almost as much of a. Those tripping calls are tough because sometimes a person just trips over the extended stick
or loses the edge, and it looks like a trip, but when it's not. So toughest job in the world being a ref.
Yep, can't get them all right.
Nope.
So once again, Regis goes on a power play. That was a call in a situation that can't fault the player on that one.
No, he just hustling.
And Valor on the third penalty kill the game. Ryan Habakas grabbed that one out of the air and hang on to it.
Nice save by Ryan. Squared up very nicely on that shot.
Bring the face off to his left side.
Saw right into his gloves.
Those are tough saves to make because that puck's kind of rising. So Connor Pleedy takes the face off. Cole Campbell gives pressure out at the point. Shot from out high, hits Pleedy in the foot. Scott and Pleedy on the forward.
That's saved by Ryan.
That puck is bouncing around behind the net. Hard to see from here through the black netting. But Ryan made a good save, and then the puck was kind of just bouncing around back there against the back of the net.
Good pressure by Regis.
Just trying to walk in and get a pass.
He's got a very good power play.
Shot from out high. Lucas Scott charges in and
knocks it off.
Makes the guy think about his shot. That puck. Whew, wow. Hard pressure to the middle with that pass, and almost a bad deflection.
Wow,
we had a player taking off his feet in front of the net.
Cole Campbell just.
And that was a pretty good snipe by the Regis player there from the slide. There was a cross-check miss there in front of the net. As you see Cole Campbell getting back up off the ice. And so we had a defenseman out of position who just had been knocked down when that puck came over. And, after the play, you could see Cole Campbell ask the ref why there wasn't a cross-check on that play.
Valor was kind of chasing
Campbell
the puck.
Just gets back up, going across, try and make the block, and the shot comes in. So with 57 seconds, that'd negate the power play, actually. They just didn't take it off the clock. With 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the second period, it is Regis Raiders 2, Valor Christian Eagles 1.
Yeah, Regis had a good power play.
If you're seeing the clock showing a power play up on there for 13, that is no longer standing. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey.
Valor's got to dig themselves out of another hole. Got to stay out of the box. That hurt us.
Pass across attempt by Harris hits a Regis skater in the foot, so they get it back into Valor zone where Lafayette will pick it up and try again. Got to get the breakout working here so that we get at least 2 or 3 guys working up the ice with possession of the puck. Fisher swings and misses trying to get the puck out of the zone. They come back to Lafayette. He'll bring it around and gets pressured. We got 4 Regis jerseys over here in this corner. We need to just chip it up out and have numbers. Tallis back in the game, which is good to see after he went to the bench, doubled over on that last scrum down in front of the Regis net. Regis looking for an out. Fisher tries to keep it in, but bounces up and over his stick. Picked up by Elijah Fisher, skated around behind the net. He's got speed. He sends it up to, tries to get it to Fleety. And there again, one of those, there's some discretionary calls that get made in this game. The Regis player was right there like a slight arm extension. The kid would have touched the puck. And so sometimes they'll wave those icings off because the player could have played it, even though they didn't. And as we see in that one, they did make that call.
Valor's a little tired here. I can tell they're just not crisp as they were yesterday.
This is game 4 in 4 days with 13 players. Lucas Scott battles the puck up and into the zone. Ethan Jordan steps up and keeps that puck in. Connor Politi chips it around behind the net. Picked up, kept backhand attempt by Scott, doesn't work. And Cole Campbell battling for the puck. Picked up by Politi, who's going to wrap around. He's got 2 guys on. When they have 2 guys on 1 guy, that means there's somebody open out there that's not covered. So you got to find that guy and take advantage of it. Cole Campbell flying up the ice. There's a hook and a trip. So they will call that one on Regis.
Good hustle by Cole. Forced that player to reach out and pull him down.
It was a hooking call. They could have called either one of those. First he hooked him to slow him down, and then he tripped him.
Double minor?
Yeah, right. But yeah, exactly as Tom said, it was Cole's hustle and hard work. When you keep your feet moving and a player can't catch you, as you'll see, the opponent will do something. We saw earlier Scott took a body trying to keep the guy from getting to the puck. They took Cole Tallis down trying to keep him from getting a shot. They took Cole Campbell down from trying to make the break-in. So all you got to do is move hard and fast, and it'll draw the other player into a bad decision. Campbell makes a pass up to Lucas Scott. Scott drives in, drives wide, tries to find somebody out front. It hits a Regis player on the pass attempt.
Lucas is playing hard, and he deserves a goal. I'd love to see him get one here.
Regis gets the puck the full length of the ice. Cole Campbell will go in to get it. Pass across to Ethan Jordan, who gets it up to A.J. Harris. A.J. Harris, Cole Campbell. Lucas Scott still on the forward lines. On their clearing attempt, Scott gets a stick on it, but it makes it come out onto a Regis player's stick. Valor does recover. Lucas Scott trying to chip it up, I think, to Ethan Jordan there, but it goes through his legs and up and out of the zone. Cole Campbell sends it up and over to Lucas Scott again.
1 minute
Lucas
left.
sends it up to Cole Tallis. Cole Tallis takes it across the line, gets it to A.J. Harris, who gets it out to Lucas Scott, but a player had his stick tied up. Cole Campbell will step around, take a shot up high and over the goal. Great idea by Cole. Puck comes across to Lucas Scott, who, great shot. Mark Bouchard gets just a little glove on that one, I think, to knock it up and over the net. We got 35 seconds remaining in the power play. Cole Campbell again hustling around behind the net. Cole giving it all today. Pass up to Cole Campbell breaking in as a defenseman. He comes in, he gets a little backhand chip, and I don't know if he lost an edge or if he got tripped, but he ends up in the net.
A little extra from the goalie there.
And, you know, the goalie gave him a shot. That's one of those. The player couldn't help that he lost an edge, getting bumped by a body and goes down. They're going to go in the direction of their travel.
23 seconds left in the power play. If they win this draw, they could get a quick chance and tie this game up.
So Fleety going to take the draw between Quentin Cucarola and Thomas Palmieri. Looks like Coach slid Jackson King back onto the point for this power play, which is probably going with a 4-and-1, 4 forwards, 1 defenseman, even though it looks like to us who are familiar with these games that Jackson's playing defense. But that was a great shot by Elijah Fisher there to get one on net. Got 8 seconds left, so they got to set that up again. I think that was about 15 seconds burn trying to set that one up and take it around. We got exactly 3 minutes remaining in the period. Pledia take that draw again between Palmieri and Cucarola. Puck's in deep. Palmieri gives chase. He shovels it back behind the net. Picked up by a Regis player. Pressured by Cucarola, loses an edge. Regis trying to break it out, missing on the passes. They get it up to their guy at the blue line, who chips it in deep. Jackson King gives great chase there to tie that man up. Regis looking for a pass out front. Elijah Fisher now behind the net working. Puck comes around, Palmieri gets there, tries to cut the man off, and between him and Jackson King, they do slow him down. Pass out front, puck lands in the crease and manages to give Pleedy an opportunity to bang it hard out of play.
We just push it back in our zone, and we've got to go back and get it again.
Picked up by Pleedy, who sends it ahead to Palmieri. A little traffic at the blue line there, keeps the puck in. Their closeness to the blue line, which they take it in. Fisher working hard behind the net.
I've seen that play called for a penalty. They let that one go.
Regis looking for an opportunity to pass it out front. Gets tied up. Valor had good numbers. Player whiffs on the puck and is picked up by Elijah Fisher, who is able to keep hold of it and get it up and forward. Intended for Palmieri. Jackson King. I think Jackson's back on defense again. That puck sent into the neutral zone. It's chipped up high and they wave off the icing. Gunnarsson gives chase. Tallis gives chase. That puck kept in by Lucas Scott. Lucas tries to send it deep in the corner. It's gloved down by a Regis player. Then Lucas Scott gloves it down, gets it over to Pleedy, who steps in, gets a shot, and Mark Bouchard makes the save. Great pressure, though, by the forward line on this one.
I think Valor got away with an offsides there. We had two players coming off the bench and inside the blue line. There, can't get
helps having six eyes over here watching things. Tom catches these plays behind the net. I was watching the puck. Cole Tallis takes the play, face off out there with Lucas Scott.
1 minute left in the period. Be nice to get one more before this period ended. Tie it up just like last time.
Valor a little bit on the run.
Not sure where our wingers
A.J.
are.
Harris able to come away with the puck after that shot.
The defenseman had a free shot there.
And that's probably a smart ice there.
Yep.
Settle things down. Labette just hits it, sends it the full length of the ice to bring it icing, give the team a chance to change lines.
Little tired out there.
They're a little flat, scrambling. We've got 38 seconds remaining in the period. Score still is 2-1 Regis. Pleedy will take the draw. Squirts across. Nice job by Gunnarsson to chip that puck up and out of the zone. He gives a hard chase. Picked up at the blue line by Pleedy. Pleedy down to Gunnarsson, who sends it across to Ethan Jordan, who's going to take a shot. Oh, and Regis player gets a stick on that to send it up and out of play behind the net.
Just 22 seconds left in the second period.
So that face-off has stayed down deep in the Regis zone. Since they were the last to touch it. Pleedy will take the face-off between Gunnarsson and Cucarola, with Jordan and Labette back on the points. Pleedy doing a great job of taking his guy in, tying him up. Gunnarsson able to get out, sends it out front. Nobody home. Pleedy chasing hard. That pass broken up and kept out of the zone by Labette. Labette gets it up to Cucarola. Cucarola's got room, but there's no room on the clock. Just as Quentin gets that puck ready to make a break, the buzzer sounds.
Just as you were saying, Bradley, the penalties were killing us, tiring our boys out, and they got one when we were out of position, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, not only does a penalty give them a man advantage, it makes your four guys that remain on the ice play harder and wears them out. Right now in the penalty count, we are even at, actually, Regis has 4 penalties to Valor's 3. So hopefully we can get that trend to stick and get our legs in this third period. They've got to win the period to win the game is what this comes down to. Hold Regis scoreless, light up 2 on the board, take at least one. This is a semifinal game, so if you've been watching the games over the weekend, Friday night the game ended with Littleton in a tie, and in pool play that is how that works. You get 2 points for a win, 1 point for a loss, 1 point for a tie, no points for a loss. But when you are in a semifinal, quarterfinal, or the championship game, you cannot end in a tie. There will be overtime, shootout, those kind of things in a semifinal game. So strategy here is hold Regis scoreless, get 2 goals in regulation play to win,
or 1 to tie, force it to overtime.
Have this game end in the favor of the Valor Christian Eagles. Is what we are pushing for here. So
we just need a step, and a quick goal here would really help. So Cole Tallis wins that draw back to Connor Pillay. He chips it out to the boards, and it hits the net, and they're going to have a face-off in their zone.
So we have Cole Tallis between Cucarola and A.J. Harris. You can see the coaches are rolling lines and just trying to give boys rest and trying different things to make something happen. Usually you set lines at the beginning of the game and you stick with them, but when you have a weird number of forwards, you'll end up with a lot of configurations. Cole Tallis chips that off the boards, trying to just get it out and not ice, and they must have felt the player could have picked that up before he got to the red line, because they waved that off.
Regis is really putting the pressure on us. They were in our zone for 30 seconds in that first shift.
It's another one of those judgment calls the refs can make where they say the player didn't skate hard enough to get there, so they don't give him the icing. Lady tries to bang that out at the blue line. It's kept in. Shot blocked out front by Cole Tallis.
Just goes over the net.
Up and over the net.
Harris puts it behind the net.
That was actually Quentin
Lafayette. Luckily, he dove for that puck, or that would have been a
Quentin
easy
sacrificing
goal.
the body. He first
goal.
Blocks the shot, and then he dives in front of it. Regis forced outside. You can see Regis's coach told them, go hard. They see that Valor's tired and playing with a short bench, so just go hard and try and outskate him. Puck flipped up and out of play, and Valor's going to go for a wholesale line change.
I got to watch
very
these
necessary.
change. Yep, because they almost got a breakaway there.
Regis tries to stretch that and take advantage of that. So as you can see, they're going to try and play to the advantage of Valor's fatigue. Great breakout by Elijah Fisher up to Ken Gunnarsson. Regis turns it back the other way. Got Ethan Jordan and Fisher battling behind the net. They send that puck out. Cole Tallis does a great job of stepping into that and picking it up, but it's sent back the other way by Regis. Elijah Fisher sends it around to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson chips it, tries to get it out. It's kept in at the blue line. We've got numbers. We've got 3-on-2. The shot's taken. It's down. It's laying in the crease. And, oh, my gosh. That puck was laying in the paint for a tap home, and nobody can get a stick on it as Regis collapsed on the Valor players.
It looked like Gunnarsson hopped over his stick.
Took a great shot. And, I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like he went in and thought he needed to wait. And
I think Palmieri is just a little bit ahead of that, but we'll see.
We've got some technical stuff going on here.
We're back at it.
Hopefully we're back live and in action. Our excellent producer and videographer Mike Shaw from Shaw Hockey Productions here, able to jump in and fix any technical difficulties with his eyes closed. Cucarola with a shot on goal.
That's a good play.
Goes in, battles for the puck, gets it back out. Leedy steps in,
need more of
sends
that.
it up, banged in by Quentin Labette. Labette bangs it in deep once again. Picked up behind the net by Regis. They go and they get the clear out. That puck's on end rolling, so that's going to make it for an ice. Nope, Labette gets there in time. So
That's
That
tough.
one kind of got waved off just like the last one did against Regis.
That's
where
tough when you're tired.
he just has no gas to get there. Elijah Fisher comes breaking in. Defenseman going in deep, sends it to the slot. Hit by Jackson King, who almost gets a second 5-hole goal right there. Shot taken from the side, and the puck tipped up and out of play. I saw Connor Politi putting his hands up. I don't know what happened. Maybe behind the play that he was questioning penalty or something.
You can see the body language in Valor. They're definitely exhausted, and they need to get a spark here. A goal would definitely help them out.
A lot of hockey with the short bench. Oh, Ethan Jordan with a great shot through the legs of the defender. That went right between the guy's legs into the chest of Mark Bouchard.
Any shot on net.
If that would have been a little bit off, that might have worked out. I don't know if Mark could really see it coming. Slid back to Jordan, who's going to try it again. He's looking for an opening, can't find one.
Lucas Scott is open on the far side. If they could get it to him.
Cole Campbell trying to chip it up and off the boards to get it in, and it goes into the Regis bench, which will bring the puck outside.
The backup goalie made a good save on that, though.
Kept it from going out into the sides of the rink. So Tallis take the draw between Harris and Scott. They get it into the Regis zone. A.J. Harris works his way through the traffic, gets taken off his stick. Regis had about 4 guys behind him. See, they're just looking for any opportunity to throw the puck somewhere away from players right now, and not as worried about hanging on to it and skating it as this exhaustion wears on. A.J. Harris puts pressure, thrown out to the neutral zone, picked up by Cole Campbell. Cole trying to make a decision between skate it in or send it in, and forward lines will make a change. We get 3 sets of fresh legs out there. We got Cucarola,
Nice
Politi, Palmieri. Ethan Jordan
that off,
stops the clear at the blue line, keep it in deep, sends it towards the net.
until he wants this game.
Ethan Jordan always playing hard like he wants the game. Great defenseman, physical, fast.
No squirts past Palmieri there.
That pass broken up by Quentin Labette. Ethan Jordan pressures out to the outside. He just makes a no-look pass, gets it across. Ryan Havikas with the blocker save, sends it into the right corner. Cucarola trying to get it up and out. It gets turned back the other way. Sent out front, Ryan Havikas has to sit on that puck.
A late poke by Regis, and Cucarola didn't like that.
There's a great replay angle by Shaw Hockey Productions here from behind the net. Love those rear angle camera shots that he's able to get when that action takes place in front of the net. We got Politi taking the draw. He's got Cam Gunnarsson. Oh, Ryan Havikas will want that one back. The shot from out at the point. Havikas has it, but it catches just like the thumb side of his glove instead of the basket, which deflects it back into the net. He totally had the shot. He was on it with his glove, and it catches that inside edge, which causes a deflection towards the net instead of into the net instead of away from the net.
Valor's got a big goal now. They've got to come on
now
flying.
we got to really focus and pick up a couple of quick goals here.
Yep.
That I just always feel for the goaltenders in those situations. That's a hard one to get out of your head when you had the save and just off by an inch, maybe an inch, maybe a half inch. So we got Labette playing hard down in the corner. That gets it out to the neutral zone. Regis will go on a defense only type of stance right now.
Nice check by Tallis.
Where they
center
will
ice.
just try and keep that puck going at the Valor net. Don't really need to get the goal. It gets worked ahead to Jackson King. Labette able to chip it up and into the zone, so Valor can now go to work. Cole Tallis getting a line change. Probably took a little out of him on that big check. He delivered it to center ice. Elijah Fisher doing a great job battling it. He comes to the slot, and we've got a goal by Cam Gunnarsson to get that feed from Elijah Fisher. settle it on his backhand to his forehand, and just put it up and over the pad of Mark Bouchot.
Great pass by Elijah there. Saw the open man in front, and Gunnarsson buried it.
Gunnarsson doing a great job of controlling that puck to get it on his shooting hand side and lifting it in.
It's exactly what Valor needed. We got 7:42, 1 goal down. That's plenty of time.
Coming back and scoring on that goal that was a heartbreaker within the next minute probably is good for the team, brings energy. So Pleady's going to take the face-off between Palmieri and A.J. Harris. And if you're, I don't know if you can hear us, the video might be glitching, but the audio may be working. It takes less bandwidth. There's some Wi-Fi issues going on in the building here.
Sometimes these old buildings, you don't have the best reception.
I think this building's got good Wi-Fi. It's probably like everybody doing their own feed or something, hogging the bandwidth from our professional Mike Shaw at Shaw Hockey Productions. Sent around Campbell to A.J. Harris, who tries to make a pass across, and that's going to be an icing. The angle almost got it to be on net, which would have negated that. But
so 2 former defensemen making the goals for Valor today. Gunnarsson used to play D, and so does King.
Finding the guys to fill in the holes on the short forward bench.
Let's see if one of our forwards can get one.
Face off one by Ethan Jordan.
It looked like a hook
around behind the net. Tries to chip it up and out. That gets worked out by Coltalis.
Coltalis had just caught his skate and lost his balance there. Cucurola's got it.
Cucurola gloves it down on the little chip up in the air, bangs it in deep, and there's no ice on that play. We got 2 pressures, and Cucurola takes a body out. Does those hits right after the player gets rid of the puck and result in a penalty. So Lucas Scott picks it up. He's going to send it out front to Coltalis, who buries the puck.
What a great play there by, just a great play by Lucas Scott.
The number of times they've tried that play and it didn't work, and Lucas Scott just gives a little backhand shovel out to Coltalis, who's on his forehand right in the slot, and drives it home to make this a 3-3 game.
Regis is
with
stunned.
6 minutes and 25 seconds.
They don't know what happened.
That is 2 goals in 1 minute and 12 seconds.
Valor
may be feeling some adrenaline, and we need him to go to work. This is a great shot by Ethan. Lucas Scott
just
I
ripped
thought
it
that
over
was Ethan Jordan at the blue line, but Scott steps in to come across the line and rips it.
That's 3 goals in 3 minutes.
3 goals in 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'm going to say,
amazing.
Tom.
That's incredible. And Regis doesn't know what to do. They're looking around like, what just happened?
They're having that stunned feeling that Regis Valor was feeling just a moment ago when that bad tip happened on that shot and opening their game up a little bit for Regis. So with 6 minutes remaining in the game, it is 4 Valor, 3 Regis.
I think you predicted that between periods, did you not? And sure enough, it's here. So now Valor's got to do their job. They've got to clear the zone, and they've got to play excellent defense.
We got to just be smart, defensive, no mistakes. Great little chip from Gunnarsson. That was Jackson King. He's 45s and 46s. His numbers all look at Fisher giving a great charge in on that net to try and settle things down. That's going to be stepped up on by Gunnarsson, who takes a hit. A shot. That chipped up and over behind the net. Now we need to pressure him just a little bit behind the net.
See, Regis isn't clicking like
Jordan turns it the other way.
Yep.
Picked up by Pleady, who's going to send it back to Fisher so they can try and set something up. He finds Jackson King. Jackson King just backhands it in at the red line. And Gunnarsson's going to go to work. Gunnarsson takes a swing at the puck to try and poke check it away with no contact. Ethan Jordan, they're trying to be conservative with their energy, but they got to realize they got to take that step earlier to charge in because they're getting beat. Gunnarsson just backhands it towards the Regis zone. Coltalis sending it back out in the neutral zone. It's just pushed the puck at the Regis end now. without being, getting out of position to do so. Hand pass called on Regis right there.
Good call.
I saw Cole Tallis put his hand up to make the call. I like it when the players are right, because we look for a lot of calls as players that the refs don't always make.
Yeah, toughest job in the world.
But Tom and I, our angle there, it's a little close against the sideboards and glass here, so we don't have as good a view as the refs and or the player who's standing there watching it happen. So we just called on a hand pass play, comes outside the zone. Cole Tallis doing a great job tying up the centerman so that somebody can step in and take it. Cole Campbell backhands it out of the zone, picked up by A.J. Harris. He's going to bring it in. He's going to throw it towards the net where Cole Tallis is. And Cole Tallis with a great little redirect towards the net. Bouchard drops down and
just
makes
got
the
a toe
save.
On that one. I don't think he knew where that puck was, but
I think that was a lucky timing of his drop down to get it underneath the pad.
Absolutely, that was great. Great play again behind
reverse
the net.
angle replay before.
Good pass by Harris there.
Having a little replay issue with this connectivity.
A.J. Harris with a shot. Cole Tallis in the corner throws it out, and Regis has a breakout.
Oh, great work over there on the blue line by Thomas Palmieri to keep that puck in the, not necessarily in the zone, but right on the blue line. It bought time, and Valor a little on their heels right here. They got to get this puck up and out. Nice pass up to A.J. Harris, who works it through the neutral zone and gets it into the Regis zone. Good stretch pass attempt. Lucas Scott comes through, makes a sweep. Havikasho did cover that, and not sure where caused the Regis player. I think he might have tripped over. We had two players take a swipe. Havikas making the smart decision. Yeah, I think the Regis player caught Havikas' arm and tripped up and over in the air.
Yeah, Ryan had that covered, and the Regis player came hard and tried to kick that puck away, but Ryan held on.
Connor Polides, Cole Tallis steps in and takes the face-off between Cucarola and Lucas Scott. And that puck,
another glove.
Havikas has the puck come off his glove.
Yep.
And it drops in wide open, and the Regis player misses a wide open net on this near side.
Yep, we've had a couple of those as well.
Nobody knew where that puck was momentarily.
Yeah, that was a close one.
Labette loses an edge going for the puck, still wins the battle. Goes for the clear, Regis sends it down in. Labette still able to get on it. Labette gonna plow his way through, doesn't get it out. Battle going on down there. Regis tries to rim it around out to their point. It comes up and out of play. Great pressure by Cucarola to force them to turn it in off sides. Elijah Fisher bangs it towards the
Cole Tallis almost stole that puck and made a great play coming back.
Cole Tallis.
I hope he's all right.
He is flying across the ice and catches an edge just about 2 feet in front of the wall.
That's never fun.
No, that was a wicked hit to the wall.
We've all done that, and that's
we're
out of control.
The walls win. So Regis coming out. They get around the defenseman. They've got a 2-on-1. Great play by Cole Campbell to step over and force the pass up and over a player. Valor gets it. Connor Polides coming with a head of steam, loses it.
Good tip
Got
by
to keep
Regis.
your head. He kind of turned away in a little frustration.
That's nice. That's a nice. Regis dumps that in, maybe to get a change, but ends up in their zone.
Tom, I don't know if you saw that, but Polides had that break, and when he lost it, he kind of got frustrated and circled away. And it's a natural reaction to just get flustered with yourself, and your head goes to skate away instead of skate at it. And
right.
I think he could have still won that puck had he just stayed on the play. But luckily it was kept. There was pressure there by other Valor players, but Connor Polides had a great head of steam to try and do something with that one. And,
I think
that's
Regis
what forced
just
the
called a penalty, Brad.
Timeout. You mean not a penalty?
Yeah, I'm sorry, a timeout. Pardon me. Yeah, the boxes went open. I was thinking penalty.
Yes,
but it is a timeout for Regis. And
another one of those weird rules in tournament play during your pool play games, since they're short. They're all the same time frame, but since there isn't all the time overtime and things like that, they don't allow timeouts in the pool play games. Also keeps the tournament moving along. They don't allow as much time between games, all those kind of things. So in the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals, they allow each team one timeout. So I believe that one was called by Regis. Valor still has a timeout in the book. So if need be, they could use that if they see a situation where they need to settle the boys down, talk to them, give them some strategy.
So I'm sure the Regis coach is telling them they're going to push it and probably pull the goalie, where our coach is probably telling them, hey, get over the red line and dump it in. Make
Defense
it go 200
first,
feet.
neutral zone trap. But yes, definitely with 2 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game, a team down by 1, the discussion definitely is to talk to the goaltender about watching for the pull, who's going in, how they're going to set up the plays in that situation, all of that. So Connor Fleety takes the draw, comes back to Ethan Jordan, who's going to just kind of bang it down deep around the corner. As Tom said, just keep it in the zone. And that would have probably been icing, but it caught the Regis player in the back. They managed to get onside. That puck was a dangerous tip up and over the net. It was directly on net. And there goes the goaltender. So with 2 minutes remaining, they pull the goaltender. So it's 6-on-5 advantage. In this situation, you are not allowed to pull the goal or ice the puck. Regis working it down deep. It comes around to Politi. Politi yesterday has the empty net goal. Regis comes around with it. Defense first. And good setup by Regis, and he misses the net on a shot to the open side.
That was definitely an open net. He missed wide open.
So Regis doing a good job working the puck around. Cole Campbell comes in, ties that man up. This is a buy time, trap the puck. Don't let him move it. Get it out of the zone. Don't let him control it. Ethan Jordan's going to come in. He's going to, too much angle. Comes right to the defenseman. That one, Ethan Jordan almost able to get it out.
Great
Makes
play.
a diving slide, and they're going to get that out.
That's out.
Yeah, that comes out.
That's out.
That's
offsides.
offsides.
Yep.
So that puck is going to be an icing, but that is okay. That's a good icing. That allows
44 seconds left.
Them to come down with a settled line. They get the draw off to the left side. I would. I think he's talking to Ryan. I thought he was talking to the ref to try and get his attention for that time.
Line up and call it.
And that works out too. They do that sometimes. As soon as everybody's set, the coach will call timeout. He's sending Fisher to the defensive side, which is what you want to do. You want to have your players stacked in front of the goaltender. Shot from out high. Havakos with the save. And
no goal.
The referee says no goal. Then he says goal. So with an empty net, 6-on-5 situation. And we don't have replay feed going on here to see that, but the ref first says no goal, and then he says goal after the whistle. So I'm sure the coaches will be having a discussion. As we can see, Captain Cole Tallis having a discussion. Valor's coach having the discussion. And
interesting. He waved it off and then he called it.
He's saying that he.
So right now it's 4-4, 36 seconds left. And if this continues, they're going to go to overtime. I'm not sure. Looks like they've decided that it's a goal, and it's 4-4 with 36 seconds left. So if this holds, we're going to go to overtime.
The call on the ice is standing. The referee down giving Ryan Havakos an explanation about what happened. And 30 seconds remaining in the play in the game. Valor has
time to score here.
Neutral zone, chip up and over. Hits a Regis player trying to get that through to Cole
That
Tallis.
looks like a takedown right
Lucas
there.
Scott gets taken down behind the play. There's no call on it. The Regis player going to the bench.
Great play by
That
AJ.
puck
Just
kept in
posted
by AJ
15
Harris.
seconds
15
left.
seconds remaining.
He still has a puck.
Kept in by Cole Tallis.
Oh, and they get it out.
Worked ahead. Ethan Jordan gets there, picks it up, skates around, turns. We got 6 seconds remaining. He sends it for an icing call with 1.5 seconds remaining.
So the center's job here is to tie it up to puck so no one can get a shot.
Yeah.
Just fall on it.
If
They hardly ever call anything on this play.
So we got who's going to take the draw? Colt Tallis. He's just got to tie up the centerman so that the puck doesn't move. It's hard for the pros to even get a draw back and a shot in 1.5 seconds. So that's the real challenge here. And that worked. Cole tied the man up. I think it was Lucas Scott stepped in, banged the puck across to the sideboards to let the clock run out. It is a 4-4 tie. We will have 5 minutes of overtime.
First score wins. And
it is sudden death, correct, Tom? So if the first goal wins.
It's just the way you want it. You know, a good rivalry goes all the way to the end. And
this becomes a 5-minute game.
If they
to
don't
one.
score, will there be a shootout?
Yes, and there's going to be a tie game in the semifinal. We'll have overtime. There'll be a minute of rest. There'll be 4-on-4 sudden death overtime. 4-on-4 sudden death overtime for 5 minutes. And then if it's still tied after the 4-on-4 overtime, after a 1-minute rest period, there will be a 3-man shootout. So we have 5 minutes of 4-on-4 sudden death, which would be followed by a 3-man shootout. The players do not switch direction. They get to keep their players going in the direction of how the third period went.
All right, here we go. The most exciting part of hockey. Free bonus hockey.
Valor starts this overtime with Connor Politi and Lucas Scott, with Cole Campbell and Ethan Jordan on the defense.
Let's see how this goes. 4-on-4. In overtime, it's usually the first team that makes a mistake that costs them. So Valor's got to be very careful with this puck.
Error-free hockey.
That's correct. And if
Lucas Scott steps up,
yes,
breaks up
exactly what you can
play
do.
at the blue line.
Yep.
Connor Politi tries to chip it in backhand, swing and a miss.
Very
so
close.
Regis resets.
Good play.
Regis goes for a stretch pass, and that'd be icing.
Oh, they waved it off.
They waved it off
again.
I don't understand that one.
Yeah, that's a takedown right there in the middle of the ice. But Cole Campbell's got a head of steam.
Cole Campbell breaks in. He's looking for help. He skates it behind the net. He's looking for help. He sees Connor Politi. Connor Politi takes a shot and gets it taken off his stick just at the release point. Lucas Scott stares the attacker down in the slot, forces him to the outside. Connor Politi and Cole Campbell battling over there. The puck comes around. Lucas Scott's going to pick that up. He's going to saw Tallis coming off the bench, tried to send it out to him on the line change there. It doesn't get through Regis.
I thought that was a delayed offsides, but they didn't call it.
Up to Cole Tallis. That puck hits a Regis player and goes up.
Should be outside the blue.
Yeah, I thought that hit the Regis player's stick and went up and out, but the ref saw it as being off of a Valor player's stick, and so the face-off will stay in the zone.
All right, we've got 3:41 left in overtime.
Cole Tallis taking the face-off with A.J. Harris. And Quentin Labette and Elijah Fisher out on the defensive pair. And Regis gets a shot off right off of the face-off. Misses, and it comes all the way around and out of the zone. Cole Tallis going to charge in hard. Puck still bouncing around. Picked up by Valor. Elijah Fisher's got it. He's got some room. He's going to come wide with that puck. He's going to skate it around. He's going to break in. Oh, he loses the handle on it, trying to feed it out front to Cole Tallis. But we know Cole Tallis can do something with those feeds to the front of the net. Quentin Labette takes his guy off the puck and allows an opportunity for, I believe that was Tallis, to step in. We've got Quentin Labette coming up with a head of steam. It's hard to take that guy off the puck. He's so big and strong. Quentin wraps around. Oh! Shot just wide of the net by Quentin Labette.
That was a great move by Quentin.
Pallady comes in for Tallis. Pallady's got the puck behind the net. He's looking for help. He sees he's got A.J. Harris out at the blue line. A.J. Harris is going to fire through traffic. Bouchard makes a pride save, and Regis taps it up and out of the zone. Picked up in the neutral zone by A.J. Harris. He had speed and room, and he lost the puck off his blade. He does come in and help tie up traffic and allow the shot to not be too hard, and Ryan Havikas make a great save at a crucial moment there. Harris trying to make the turn to go in with a head of steam because he saw he had a lot of space, and that puck just rolled off his blade.
We were just talking about that. Those are the kind of mistakes that cost you the game.
He lost the handle on that, as they like to say. The puck comes out to the point. Instead of taking the shot through traffic, he sends it down deep. Cam Gunnarsson, that's Jackson King holding his man outside. With the Scott pushing the man to the outside. He loses the handle on it. Scott takes a swipe, knocks it off the stick. Scott's got it. He sends it up to Pallady. Pallady's got, he had a break. Lost it.
Regis player caught him.
And so Valor gets back. We got numbers. It's 2-on-4. Scott comes around behind the net, dishes it back over to Jackson King. Jackson King looking for help. He sees
settles it down.
Elijah
Cole
Fisher.
Campbell.
Cole Campbell.
Bring it out.
Excuse me. Cole Campbell's going to send it up to Cole Tallis. Tallis goes in.
1 minute, 30 seconds left.
He tries to send the pass across to Lucas Scott. Intercepted by a Regis player. Regis makes a nice backhand. He knew his guy was there. He looks for numbers. It comes off of Ryan Havikas straight out front. Luckily, we had a Valor defenseman there to pick that up and shovel it the other way. Cole Tallis gives pressure. It's kept in by Cole Campbell. Cole Campbell up to Cole Tallis. Cole Tallis settles it, looks for help, backhands it around to himself, turns around. He's still got control. He sends it over to Campbell. Campbell able to just backhand chip it a little bit to keep that pressure down.
Without a stick. That could be good for Valor. That could be good for Valor. Let's see.
And Regis gets it up and out of the zone.
50 seconds remaining.
We got 50 seconds remaining as Ethan Jordan takes it across the line, and I believe that was offsides.
Yes, so they had a little collision between himself and Cucarola.
Coach rolling these lines quick.
Got to keep these guys fresh. 47 seconds left.
He sends Lucas Scott back out with Pallady. We've got Campbell and Jordan on the back end. 47.2 seconds remaining. Cole Campbell ties up his guy, or Connor Pallady. So used to Cole taking those draws. Ethan Jordan chips it over to Cole Campbell. He does get it up and out of the zone.
Chips it out, and it
buys him some time.
Yep, and
Regis sends it in.
33 seconds left.
And as Ethan Jordan tries to chip it out of the zone, it goes up and into the Valor bench.
We got to be real careful here. There's 31 seconds left. They got to win the draw. And looks like a timeout being called, possibly. Nope.
I don't know that you can call timeout in the overtime.
It doesn't carry over.
Enough, but yeah, I think that's. I think there are no timeouts in overtime.
Valor was kind of gathering around the bench, but I think just for some words of advice from the coach.
Cole Tallis steps in to take the face off with A.J. Harris. Still got Cole Campbell.
Great win
and
by
Elijah Fisher out there. Shot from out high, comes around, and Valor wins the race, and they tip it in behind the net. Cole Campbell tries to bang it around. Regis tries a little drop pass and allows Cole Campbell to get a hold of it. Elijah Fisher's got a head of steam. He sends it up to A.J. Harris. Stay on sides. A.J. Harris takes it in, and in his pass attempt over to Cole Tallis, it gets turned back the other way. We've got Cole Campbell keeping his man to the outside.
Good play by Cole.
Regis does a sweep around behind the net. They got a big pass out front, and Cole Tallis blocks the game-winning shot that keeps this at a 4-4 tie going into a three-man shootout. So we will take a 1-minute pause, take this game to a three-man shootout, and that is sudden death as well. So
whoever has the most goals and the 3 shots wins.
There will be a decision as to who goes first. I don't know how that works, but everybody gets a chance.
As
through those 3 rounds.
Watching, because the Regis goalie has an excellent glove, and if it'd be smart to go stick side on this. This
stick side or 5-hole.
That's correct.
So we've got both the Littleton Hawks and the Lafayette Locomotive players all lined up behind the benches over there. They have the next game. A preponderance of both of these high school teams played with the Littleton Hawks at one time, including the boys that are standing over there in their Hawks jerseys right now. And the Lafayette kids, not so much. It's interesting because this is a U18 tournament. So here goes A.J. Harris as Valor's first shooter. A.J. picks it up, goes to the outside. He takes a shot, and he scores.
Is that a 5-hole?
So A.J. Harris, first shooter, first goal. And Regis will send out their first shooter.
Here comes Regis.
All right, everybody stand behind Ryan Havacost here. Give him superpowers to block the shot. And that goaltender just comes in, shoots hard, and gets one past Ryan. I believe that was Vincent Cheslick.
Here comes Cole Campbell.
Cole Campbell, second shooter for Valor. Brings it out wide. Skates in, thinks. Goes glove side, which is where Tom said to not shoot. And as we saw through the game, Rashad has a pretty quick glove hand, and he made the save.
And if in the event of a tie, they keep going until next
Regis sends out Andrew Brennick as their second shooter. He loses the puck, so that forces him to get a little deep, and that angle hits the post. So I think his little mishandle of the puck there didn't help that. So Valor sends out Lucas Scott. Here comes Lucas Scott. Lucas goes glove side and gets it a little wide. And misses. I think Rashad may have gotten a tip on that with his glove. And have to watch that one in the replay later of the broadcast. So we're in a situation here where this looks like number 51, Edison Barnes. He comes in, Havacost reads him. He fakes and he sweeps around, gets the goal, and that is the game-winning shootout goal right there. As that gives Regis 2 out of the 3. Valor had 1 out of 3 with A.J. Harris's one-on-one. So in the shootout, Regis wins this. Valor playing a great game with a very short bench. They have 12 skaters, and that's a tough one to play. 4 days of hockey, 4 games in, and keep your speed and everything going. So to come back from a 3-1 deficit and be up 4-3, get beat in the empty net. See players consoling Lucas Scott. I'm sure he's him and Cole Campbell both wishing they could have their shots back and make a different outcome of this. So as the handshake occurs between these players, they'll be seeing each other again here in a couple of weeks in a regular season game. They will gather at center ice as these two teams always do. As you can see, they're friends. Players talking with Lucas Scott over there. You've got Jackson King with some friends. They end every game circled in prayer as brothers in Christ, brothers in hockey. A love for both.
It's a nice tradition. I love it.
So we will see you at a regular scheduled game this Friday night. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike Shaw. Have a good night.